Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About Tomorrow. It's been a while. It feels really good to be back, and yes, we'll be talking about everything and anything as it concerns you and it concerns me. My name is David and I'm your host for today. And like you know, we know they do I'm alone. I never do it alone. I have beautiful, wonderful people here in the house, and I promise you today's conversation, you're going to love it. To my left, I have, please tell us your name.
My name is Emmanuel.
Emmanuel, thank you for joining us on the show. I look forward to hearing the things you have to say. And obviously, fine boy David, how you doing?
The one and the only.
The one and the
Fine.
only. So I'm David, but I'm not the fine boy David. Rubbing it in my face.
And the lip gloss boy David.
Hey, damn. Mercy. Okay, I was going to save the best for last, but I was mistaken. I was so mistaken.
Answer the best.
Okay, alright.
I'm the only lady here. Wow. Okay.
Who sent you? Welcome all there anyway. So, Mercy is on the show, David is on the show, Emmanuel is on the show, and there's another David on the show. What are we talking about today? That's the big question. You see, I took a deep breath. Handling toxicity in relationships rather. Should you leave? Should you stay? Should you love them regardless? You know, love can, in a multitude of love, you can overlook a whole lot of things. Are you of that school of thought, or am I saying gibberish? Am I saying nonsense? That's what we're delving into today. Toxic relationships. But I want to start from this angle. Anybody that wants to come in, or maybe I'll pick somebody. The person I saved for last. Alright, I draw you from where I put you. Mercy, have you ever had interaction with anybody that hit you, or a friend that has been hit multiple times, or even once?
No. I feel like the kind of toxicity I've been exposed to is not physical.
It's not physical.
Yeah, maybe emotional,
verbal.
verbal.
Hold that thought. I want us to stay on physical for now before we come to
David.
Have you dished out or been? You can't even tell us if you dished out. They go carry you.
I know they dish out.
Oh, you
Yeah.
Okay.
All I dish is love.
Okay. All right.
Okay, I've not been in but I have someone.
You know someone. A female.
A guy.
His woman was beating him.
Yes.
Like overpower.
Yeah.
Wow.
Women dominating men's fields.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Okay. Okay. That's interesting. Emmanuel.
Yeah.
For you.
I don't see this, man.
The way you excel first, they like say, "I will for start."
Yeah, I have seen a lot of relationships where, like, physical toxicity.
The guy was
beating.
Okay. Now that we have established that many of us, or if not, okay, have I?
Have you?
Have I? Now that I'm checking in my head, yes, a little slap here and there, you know, yeah, I remember, but not closely. Maybe a neighbor. There was one I even saw. We were going on holiday to our uncle's place, and he was taking us down the street. It was in the night. And this guy, he had beat his wife from the first street. They were now on our street. I didn't know how far they had come until they followed us all the way to the...
beating. What do you mean he had beat his wife?
He was beating her, and she was running and giving him back in words, cursing him, abusing him in places that was eating deep, obviously. And he was pushing, I will kill you today. And they were on the road. Her shirt was... She wasn't naked, but her shirt was gone. His shirt was also, you know, women at the "you will kill me today" vibe. And you know, it was almost comical because I was a child. I was how old then? Was he 11 or 12? And I was wondering, okay, is that camera? Is this for real? Are you serious? So for me, that was the only time. The other ones are maybe neighbors. You just hear that so man. In an argument, raised his hand and just give her a dirty slap. I'm of the opinion, I want us to start from there, that regardless of what a lady does to you, you should never hit her back. David, what do you think?
Everyone is of that opinion.
Are you of the opinion too?
I am of the
Emmanuel.
Wait, see. Now, the reason why I post,
Okay.
let's think about it.
Mm.
Women can be dangerous.
Very.
Now, if
No
you,
offense.
I pick
offense,
offense,
please.
but let me hear what you have to
Be
say.
offended. Women can be very dangerous. Now, I'm not saying normally, biologically, men are physically stronger.
Yes.
And that is the reason why we are not supposed to hit women. I saw this quote that says that the only woman that you hit, or the only female you hit, is your sister when you guys are still children.
I agree.
When you guys are
And
still
your daughter, when she see a child.
in fact, some people will even disagree on that one, but
Yeah,
that will
them
not
sadly.
concern us for years. So, if it is in a life-threatening situation, one blow. When I say life-threatening, I don't mean like obviously women. I feel like where women can anger men the most through their words,
Yes.
and I feel like that's what even prove. I don't
It's
think
a gift.
I don't think a woman will slap a man and the man will want to slap back. I don't think it happens that often. It's the things they will say, the way they will lower your ego, lower everything with their words.
Destroy you.
So-
because at that point they don't see you finish.
So exactly,
They know everything about you.
and they feel they shout, they expose. So I feel like that's the phase where weak men will hit. But
weak men.
yes, where weak men will hit.
Quote Emmanuel, weak men. Good.
You are not supposed to hit a woman, but to defend yourself, you are supposed to hit anybody.
Okay.
Wow.
Let me put that in perspective. I saw a video on Facebook. Do you know what the video was? This guy, his wife was shouting, screaming at him, and there was a camera in the sitting room. The man now had to find a way to escort his daughters to their rooms where they slept, came back to the sitting room, and I saw him holding on to one of the big pillows he was seriously holding on to it. Then all of a sudden he just sprung to his feet. Why did he spring to his feet? His wife she just burst into the sitting room with a knife on her hand.
Jeez,
I
You
saw
saw
that
it?
video. Yeah, I saw that video.
And he was just, as she was coming, he was using the pillow to eat her. And this woman was coming again. And while he was eating, from what I was seeing in the video, there is no way he wouldn't have sustained some cuts to his hand. Because she was just coming with, how would I put it? Say for instance, let me explain it like this. When you watch movies, and soldier movies for instance, trained soldiers shoot with purpose. Terrorists that they just give guns and bullets. I spray you anywhere he pass it, anywhere benefits. That's what she was doing with the knife, and it was just, you could see he was sustaining. In that situation now, would it have been too much to guide and launch?
It's not even, you don't even need to, just make sure you connect one, because you need to escape. It's actually your life.
He didn't hold a knife.
No.
She
You
was
don't.
holding.
He's like hold.
Like, I'm sure he was still trying to resolve it.
That's what he was doing.
peacefully.
You remember now? He was just trying to
I'm
give
sure
yourself.
he
Come on,
later
give
left.
yourself.
Stop! Don't do this. Don't do that. And you don't know. Like, she might not even be in her right state of mind.
Yeah,
And
might
after that
gone
thing,
crazy.
if you are dead, you are dead. You are gone. Like, nothing can bring you back again.
But for me is there was this time in secondary school in SS3. There is this girl we talk a lot. Hi Grace, if you're watching. And because she was in class with me, we had a disagreement that day. And I kid you not, Grace gave me a resounding dirty slap. You know the slaps you get from your mom when you are point blank in front of her and she's asking you a question and you are guilty, and she all of a sudden clicks that you are guilty. You know what follows? That pow.
Connect.
That was what she gave me.
The
He landed so firmly. Part of what made it pain me was it was in front of the class. The guys were there, the other girls were there. I didn't want to lose my rep. I was angry. You know, anger from the abyss. That's where it erupted from.
What happened next?
I moved close to her. Grace is someone that she's very comfortable around me. Very careless, very carefree. She knows me to a degree. She slapped me that day and immediately she knew. She saw my eyes and she saw someone she had not seen before. She went to the ground, to the wall, and just bent down. I bent down there, lifted my hand, and I don't know how, I just hesitated because she was a girl. She was just a girl. I couldn't bring myself to hit a woman. If it was a guy, that same school, me and someone had said after closing time, we went to the field and we did our business. Promise Nilo Lobo, how are you? We went to the field. We had been mounting off at each other, and it was like, okay, you really want to go there? Let's go. After closing time, after the assembly, come out, and we went. Yeah, 1-2, and we took each other. Everybody, we couldn't bring each other down that day, and we just, left it, and we. So there are people that, like me, I am people. People is me. I believe in no circumstance should you hit your woman. But people, even any woman, because I feel you people are physically already at a disadvantage, regardless of how huge you are. I feel there's.
Do you know that in that video, a knife takes away that disadvantage?
That kind of scenario.
Exactly what I'm talking about.
It can be seen as defensive, but people will always want to. This is gender right something.
Women will come out and shout for women.
And there is this what's the word? There is this popular notion that I'm not going to say I what's the word? I believe it or I take it, that women and taking responsibilities like Sultan.
Yeah, it's accountability.
Bless your heart. Being accountable to something.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me. I will give an example right here, right now.
I actually take accountability.
Oh, wow.
I apologize. Okay, I did this thing and I apologize.
You are a special case.
No, yes, sure. I actually agree. Yes, you do take accountability.
I don't like you. You know a little bit. Sorry, we're putting you on the spot here. Accountability and mercy, do they in the same sentence? Do they coexist?
It actually makes sense.
It makes sense. Mercy, I'm proud of you.
No.
Other relationships I've seen, Mercy is very accountable.
To a degree, and
very accountable.
I'm not trying to brag, It's part of training,
You train. From the very beginning, I've been like that. I was always accountable.
See, no even start.
Don't even allow us. But yes, I'll actually give it to her. Like, she's like that 2% out of.
Oh, okay. That
I'm a special breed.
Yeah.
But women.
If two people have corroborated it, it's fine. So you were about to say something the other time.
Yeah, I was like
toxicity that is not physical.
It's not physical. I've witnessed the emotional.
What shape? How does that look?
Mental.
I don't know how it looks. What does it mean to be toxic without putting your hands on the person?
Hey, wait.
That is actual toxicity.
That's actually toxicity.
Yeah.
I am toxic.
The physical
one is violence.
Oh, by definition. Oh, okay.
The behavior,
what are the traits that you see in a person that makes
very controlling, manipulative?
I know somebody already, man.
And it's like if you want to break it down, like by definition, toxicity is like when we see toxins. There are things, let's say
poisonous
that have to be injected inside.
Okay.
So it's not outside.
It's not outside.
It's inside. It's something.
It's not something you see.
It's something. It's
behavior. It's lifestyle. It's that is endangering. Yes. So outsiders, people might say that you guys are in a good relationship, but you know what they suffer for inside a room.
Yes. Exactly.
But you've not given an example. Something practical.
I want to give one now.
Okay.
Now let's use this is a very, very common one now. I'm going to use Yahoo boys.
Okay.
And their girlfriends.
Okay.
Now, that relationship somehow, even though there are some that are actually in love, some met before they made money, some met before they
blew up,
yeah. But then you now discover that when that money now comes in, it's like, if you don't do this, you don't get this, or rather,
let him learn this.
Or you do this and I take this away from you that I got.
Okay, that's like transactional love affair.
Maybe I saw something on TikTok recently or IG, I don't know. It was like a boyfriend bought her a wig after correcting her. That was like the caption.
Oh.
Her face was swollen like this. But she was wearing a new frontal.
He was
She was wearing 6x6 closure.
probably content. That's why we are laughing.
No, it's probably content.
It's correct. So
That's the kind of picture it's painting.
And why that one is, we will call it toxic, because to an extent there's actually love in that way. We will not, love comes in forms, different forms and shapes. It's not something you can define. So you will say that yes,
where Emmanuel is going is dangerous water.
is
Dangerous water.
because the girl now, people will be wondering, why don't you leave? She will now check and balance it. This guy pays the bills now, and he actually loves me,
And he's actually very thoughtful.
and she gets
It's just those times.
It's
when
just
he
those
lets
times
his
that he didn't
temper
be
gets
taught, you know.
better.
He's just hot tempered. My baby just has slight temper.
If he doesn't love me, who correct him?
Exactly now. It's my man. It's my dad.
I rather cry in a private jet than
Yes, sir.
this kind of things. That is pick your poison, pick your toxin.
Okay. I know where Emmanuel is coming from. Think your way. So now, one thing that comes to mind for me, I've heard a lot of people say it, and subconsciously, I'm not a bad person. I'm putting that out there.
You're a bad person.
We
I am
cannot
not
take
a
your
bad
word for it.
person.
I'm sorry.
Do
We need someone else
you
to
know why?
validate.
Do you know why? There are some relationships right now, friendships, to put it in perspective, in my life that are a bit strained. Why? They say I just go silent.
That's another part of toxicity from, I don't know, Shabo. Go ahead. Let me understand. No.
There's this person that she's not normally in Lagos. She's not normally in Lagos. She comes once a while. We're good friends, really good friends. So she came. I couldn't make it. We planned to see each other physically, but I just couldn't make it. And my bad was I didn't communicate outrightly. I didn't know that this thing almost broke this person. That you were just incognito, nowhere, blah, blah, blah. And the person felt really, really hurt. Such that I'm trying to reach out. You're just reminding me of the hurt. Just stay your lane for now. I'm like, was he? I know I must have misbehaved, or was he that deep? And I hear people say silent treatment is torture.
He's a very bad thing.
For those of you that are in the eye of the storm, how do you handle silent treatment? Is it? You are in the storm, David. I know where your boat is in the middle of the ocean.
First of all,
yeah.
I will never give you silent treatment.
Are you sure?
Yes, I will never do.
There have been allegations.
Never against who? Amy?
Yes.
No.
Yes. Do I juggle your memory?
Oh, yeah, no.
Do I juggle your memory?
Juggle it.
The day we were talking, we saw each other, and you were like the previous day.
Okay, I remember. Actually,
Okay.
I don't want to take it like I don't like this boy.
Okay.
But something that far greater than what the day was expecting. Something else already like taking the
But did he communicate or he was silent?
He was silent.
We
There's
caught
a reason.
I didn't lost to.
No, if
That one
they're
they
open,
begin the fast.
Okay, well, I thought I go feel get talk.
if they're open,
I told that now. There's communication there. Hey, that's not silent treatment. Oh. That's a different thing.
Silent treatment, you don't know what's going on. You don't know what happened. You don't know if you wronged the person. You don't know if it's something from home. You don't know if the person is dead.
Let's know just talking to
no,
you.
that one
is
is
defining me. Hold on.
that one.
No, it's a toxic.
That is actually a very toxic behavior.
That's toxic. That's toxic.
But what of you are what's the word? You're dating Messi. You guys talk every day. You don't just talk. You have quality conversations. That she goes to sleep with the. That happens after a good conversation. Then
There's your question.
Then because you are not feeling good, should the person bear the brunt of the fact that you are not feeling good, or you should be able to make yourself uncomfortable
is the person okay? The person should know.
Straight answer, yes.
Is the person? I don't get what you are saying. Did you get my question?
I get your question.
Okay.
And for the fact that I communicated, I didn't ghost you. I told you that okay, I need 2 days. I need to reset my head.
Why should I?
That is what I asked for. I asked for 2 days.
Why should I take that?
If you come to me at that state,
I talk to you every day. I am addicted to your person.
I'm at a low state
and you want
now.
to take the drug away for 2 days.
Now. I'm at a low state now.
Okay.
I'm still at a place where I don't like. If you come to me and you bring one mishap, the lash I will lash at you. You will not like it. So I prefer to go and calm down. So and I will tell you that I need to go and calm down because
I'm learning. I'm jotting things down.
I will say things that I don't want to say, and one thing I hate is
I'm jotting things down.
I want you.
I'm jotting things down
because as I've hurt your feelings with my words, it will never.
So you'd rather just be on your own island?
I want to.
Not my own island. I will build a little space around myself.
Okay, you'll be on the island before you take the ship back to mainland after your 2 days.
I want to say something. So it's not black and white because
there are gray areas.
So you need to know your partner. That's very important.
Okay.
Can this human being be fine if we don't talk for 2 days? Me, I cannot be fine, and I know my babe cannot be fine. So if we dey vex, highest we vex for evening, no talk for night. The next morning,
I think we need to cut that out. That sounds so important. Understanding who you're dealing with.
Yes, it's very.
For someone like me now, when eventually I begin to entertain such conversations and I jump on a ship with somebody, you dare not talk to me for 24 hours straight.
You know the funny
that
thing,
communicates to me. You're done.
You know the
you don't like me anymore.
You know the funny thing about that situation.
What is
that
funny?
we still spoke that afternoon. Just that
that the conversation won't be
it's not the way it used to be.
There's no a flow.
I'll just call. How are you doing? How's your leg? How's your stomach? What are you doing?
It happens that way.
I want to feel righteousness.
That's not going silent on her.
And I want to say something. This also about knowing who your partner is. Some people prefer you lash out at them rather than keep quiet.
I think I like Emmanuel a lot.
And why I'm saying this is because some people don't like not knowing what, like, it's not even about.
So some people actually
know what
yes, like lash out.
Yes, like okay, even if you.
I want to know what I did so I can beg. Cause you're not talking. Okay, is it your leg? Is it your eye? Is it your nose? What happened?
That's not a good place.
It's a dark place.
So
yes.
So that
I think I'm a bad person.
It all boils down to understanding, and it's still same thing, compatibility. It's just if you actually choose a person that you know and God knows is your person, it's supposed to be your person, you won't really have this type of issues. You will have issues, but before they get to the point where
it's almost looking like you can't
reconcile, where it becomes toxic,
or reconciliation is a problem.
I want to use a reference now. There are some people that build resistance to poison by injecting little portions of it. So every relationship, there are always little portions of poison that are always in them. Little things. Your partner is not perfect. Your partner is not Jesus Christ.
You yourself are not Jesus Christ.
So what you are saying is inject them in little. That's to condone
no. They don't go and inject. There are some that this person cannot do without. Those ones now you can say, okay, I can take this one. So let me be collecting it little by little.
Let me be collecting
before you will
now build immunity to it. So it no longer becomes toxic.
Okay, for want of time, as we wrap up, how much should you take before you close the doors? Just close the curtains. You know what? Get off of my face. I know you do again. That kind of thing. As far as
I still want to start seeing violent traits. Well, it depends on everybody. Everybody has their stretch. For me, it's the deal breaker. The day you slap me, sorry, I'm walking out. I'm not going to say my boyfriend corrected me, you buy me wig tomorrow. I won't do that.
What if he begs you?
I won't take it. Father cannot slap me as I am like this. I can't remember the last time he slapped me. That's the mutual respect. You know my partner I'm going to marry.
You nag so much.
I don't nag so much to start with.
Let me give you one example. Let me tell you one advice. Any relationship you are entering into, there will be a lot of nagging for a lot of unnecessary. She will be nagging.
I don't nag so much. So let's not say every lady.
I will beg her. I promise you. I will beg.
You cannot do it without.
When I miss,
if she's not nagging to you,
me now.
No.
And tell me categorically.
You see the thing about sitting people down. You see the thing about sitting men down is that sometimes they don't accept it. They see it as, oh, you are looking at this point of view. You are overreacting.
Oh.
You are.
Okay, so you don't have to
even overreacting is normal in
it's normal in a
relationship because this is your person. What someone else will do and you will not really look.
You know, deeper.
So your partner will do and you will amplify it. Like, are you okay? Why will you do this kind of thing? Like, you are not supposed
to. So I should expect all these
better.
things I'm afraid of having.
Like mad, like just sit down. Just sit down and expect.
You know the kind of person you are looking for. Clingy.
Yes.
By your side all the time.
Yeah, I don't mind.
100.
You
get every
bit
of it. I don't mind clean.
I think what is
a deal
breaker in relationship is when, like we say, violence. Obviously, violent tendencies, violence. Those things are psychopathic tendencies. Nobody should. When you've not seen your dad beat your mom, all those kind of things. So, especially when you guys are not yet married, is the best time to walk away. But if that one is physical now, if you're talking about toxic traits that you should, when you start saying like very high level of disrespect and you can tell that there is no love. Yes, like very, and this from both parties. If a woman does not respect you as a person, not even as a boyfriend, as a person,
every individual, there is a level of respect you should accord everybody.
She should respect you. Like, after God should be you.
How do you put my daddy and my mommy?
After God,
they don't carry second.
They don't.
In this context,
they brought me to this world.
Okay, where should I?
If my mom was not pretty, will you come and ask me her because I took her trade?
Priority. Who comes first in my life?
I don't know now.
My parents before you. You see, she's in a pickle now.
You never like to hear it. You like, even if it is true, which is not supposed to be.
It's not even true.
Yes,
it's not even true.
Because, in fact, it's not even true. Let's not even talk about it. It's not even true.
So for him, deal breaker violence, for you to violent.
High level of disrespect.
For
high level of disrespect. If the person doesn't respect you as a human being.
Yes, as a human being.
Respect you. David, have you said what your own deal breaker is?
I don't particularly have. I can
take violence.
I can. I can take to a certain degree. Maybe like Messi said, collect hustler tawai. Waka come out. Maybe I'll collect 1, 2, 3 before I waka come out. Wait. One thing I know that I would never take.
David, this is a red flag.
This one is
this one you will never take what?
This one is not terroristic. It's cheating. I would actually.
How dare us not discuss that? How dare us not talk about that?
That's beyond. What's high level? Beyond anything.
That's betrayal.
Thank you so much. That's a better word. That's a betrayal. And it takes a lot to cheat, just so you know. It doesn't just wake up.
Don't even talk about it. I don't have a woman, man. I am angry.
And I think, David, sorry, I'm not trying to, like, if we are looking, you know, like I said, when I said it's not all black and white, David said he can collect slap. Maybe he's thinking in the direction of maybe he did something. That
collect slap was definitely a joke. It can't be serious.
Maybe it was not joking.
After you collect the slap,
be serious.
Your feelings change. Should there be a little, decrease or anything? Or I still love you. Come here, baby.
I feel like
I want to answer that question. You know me.
I'm too proud to collect slap.
You know me.
Two of you
know me. Wait now. If David doesn't know me that much, 2 of you know me. If it's disrespect, I've seen it in a certain person's hand. And a man can testify to that. I've seen it a lot. If he does not know,
but no be
maybe we'll go talk him. I don't collect. Anyways.
On that note, wrapping up today's show.
Oh my God, behind the scenes.
On that note, we'll be wrapping up today's show. So what we are taking away is, do not condone disrespect, like Emmanuel said. Knowing your partner goes a long way. understanding the person you are dealing with, so you know where to draw the line. David, cheating, betrayal. Come on, my bro. Come on. Especially men. You feel men are naturally polygamous. Now lie. It is a lie. You are not wired to cheat. You are just irresponsible, and you need help. You need help. So on that note, we'll be wrapping up today's episode of Let's Talk About Tomorrow. Thank you for joining us on this roller coaster ride. Do well to follow us across all platforms at Enterprise TV 7. From David, Mercy, another David, and Emmanuel, it's bye.
Hiya!
Enterprise TV, a tradition of truth.